like in school, answering complete sentences. We call our music ruidosón.
It's a compromise of two words. In Spanish it means ruido, which is noise, and son, which is son jarocho. It's like a traditional sounding word. It's trying to create a new narrative for Mexican culture.
Exactly.
Especially Mexican music.
Especially Mexican music, which is very tight. You can't talk about Mexico without talking about its music.
Macuano is a word that, it's an old Mexican word that means basically a stereotypical man wearing a sombrero, sporting a mustache. So it's kind of like ironic that we're like futuristic Mexican band using like old stereotypical word.
Check. 1, 2, check.
I don't know that being from Tijuana gives you a special responsibility. I think it can give you a special viewpoint of the world, and that's why it generates a lot of interest in culture and music.
So we're all like pretty much from the border. Like we're from TJ and also from San Diego. We understand both cultures almost equally.
Yeah.
We know the perils of both. Well, we first started making parties at the border because in 2008 there was a wave of violence and nobody went out, so we just said, fuck it, we should start making our own parties, and through these parties this new sound came about.
¿Cómo están? Nosotros somos los Macuanos de Tijuana.
I try very hard the whole show not to laugh, especially as you're singing like very happy songs, but they're also very dark. You're like people singing about, you know, the end of the world and stuff like that, or like failed governments, but you're singing it in a very like, with this very serious face and
Yeah, like some publications have called us the Mexican Kraftwerk, or like the Yellow Magic Orchestra of Mexico.
low-grade publications.
Yeah.
With no credibility.
But I mean, it kind of makes sense because these bands, they took their own culture, like Kraftwerk, they took very German music, brought it into the future. So we kind of do the same, but with Mexican culture and Mexican rhythms. We're inspired by the LA noise scene because, I mean, they basically created some kind of sound and some kind of culture that was unique to LA, and that was what we're inspired by, creating an authentic sound in a certain geographical place.
What does it mean to make exclusively Mexican music, you know? And that's what we try to experiment with. Every new phase in our music making, we try to find what is this essence that we shouldn't lose in our music.
So, bring it into the future.
Yeah, we're not interested in a dead culture. We're not interested in you know,
just reveling in the past.
And creative necrophilia. It's not, we're more about the future. So we kind of like try to take a little bit of that and put it into a culture that's not at all about the future. I think everybody has a responsibility to do, you know, something for society, and musicians especially, but it's noisy. I think people want to hear us talk about how many drugs we take a day and how many groupies we have on an average show. Zero, both are zero.